Hey guys, welcome to this channel. It's gonna be something new. After seeing all the videos that Quincy made and came onto the scene from being from the developer space, I just felt like maybe I can add a little bit of value to our community as well, being from the treasury side. Now, I've worked in treasury for a little over 5 years now for a very large bank on the world stage, and especially in the US. It's within the top 3 to 5 banks. That's all I can really tell you. That's all I want to tell you for now. But basically, I put together this first video. I'm gonna have basically chapters, right, or episodes, and we'll kind of go through the stuff that I see on a daily basis. And I want to explain to everybody what I see because I've gotten into a lot of not arguments, but just around what's the actual difference between Swift and XRP and ODL, which is XRP's on-demand liquidity, or Ripple's on-demand liquidity. And one other thing I want to mention too, when people talk about XRP and Ripple, you need to remember that XRP is one single product of Ripple. I mean, Ripple offers a whole line of products, so just because one's doing good doesn't mean the other's going to do good. They're separate things. Now, XRP is a major product of Ripple's, of course, but Ripple has a bunch of products. So anyway, let's get into it. So I just put this together just as an example. Let's say you have Bank 1 here, Bank 2 here. Let's say they start with 4 billion and 2 billion at the beginning of the day. Now, these banks are not reconciling or in real time each of these payments. There's just no way that they could do that. This system was designed before the internet came out. I mean, 40 years or something, a crazy amount of time ago. The world has moved forward and payments haven't. Basically, that's to sum it up, and that's why we're here now. And so let's say you have these clients going back and forth between the banks, and I'll just kind of, as we go down here, boom, 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 boom. Now, I put a couple things in here. For one, you see, you have that John's paying Steve, Steve's paying Quincy, Quincy's paying Don, Don pays Dan, Dan pays Ellen, on and on, right? But wait, Don is actually debiting Dan $11. So if you come down here and see, you don't only have, payments out, you have debits, right? Now, let's say Don owns a small cell phone repair business, and Dan gave him his information to just debit him, right? However you want to say it. But my overall point here, and this is the major issue that, the genius behind XRP, because they were kind of way ahead of their time, but not really, but kind of, because, again, Swift is not actively reconciling each one of these payments as they go on. What it's doing is it's taking, in the reconcilement period, it's adding everything up on the ledger, right? Which is a very analog ledger because Swift is a dinosaur, in my opinion. And then at the end of the cycle, whatever that cycle time may be, then it's reconciling the difference. Maybe at the end of the day, 8 hours, 6 hour cycle, this is 3.5 billion, and this is, whatever, 1.5, whatever it might be. You have all the other players that are going around the world. And this isn't just for cross-border either. I mean, most of the payments, even in the US are internal. They're not cross-border. So I want to move on to the next page. Now, you say the new Swift GPI, right? That's the big thing. The interview that everybody's seen. You had the guy from Swift in 2019 talking about Swift GPI and how much better Swift is going to be when he was talking to Brad Garlinghouse. Now, in my bank, that just went live this year. Recently, I'll say recently. Recently, that means within the last 12 months. And think of Swift GPI to our business clients as Amazon tracking, right? So our clients can log in to our business platform, and they can see where these payments are at. They could see, I could check, oh, okay, it's with the intermediary bank. Why is it taking so long? They can look into that. They might be able to cancel that payment. It just depends. So now we get into some things here. Why wasn't this available before? Well, again, you're talking about an analog system that just didn't have those capabilities. I mean, again, we think in terms now because we grew up with the internet. So these things should just be automatic to us, right? But back that long ago, this wasn't really around. I mean, even you didn't have like UPS tracking on the internet like you did. What you have to do probably back in the day, I don't know if what our parents did. Maybe they went to the post office or something. Who knows? And they had to go and ask. You know, what our clients had to do was basically work with our wire team, which is a pain in the ass in itself. I'll be honest. That's with any bank. That's not just the bank I work for. So, what took so long, right? Well, who knows? Swift just slept on the technology that came out. I mean, it's just the technology base that they're using, the stack that they're using, right? That's their product. So again, when we talk about, you know, Brad Garlinghouse on that interview saying, you know, you're trying to either upgrade, I think he said a horse and buggy, to be faster when you could just go to the Ferrari, right? You can only upgrade something that old so much. So that's just to clarify that. That's a big problem, right? But then you say, why ODL? Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, you don't have to deal with any of this. You don't have to check. you're not shipping a package, and that's essentially what a cross-border payment, what a wire is right now. Even some ACH with Swift, it's like you're shipping a package. That's how slow the payments are. So that's a good way to put it. Is like the current payment system, when you get into especially FX and cross-border, is like this, you know, it's like so slow and stupid. And when you think about XRP and ODL, I mean, it's just so obvious that it's the future. It's not even a question. Now, it's not just gonna be XRP, of course. Each player is gonna have skin in the game, so I wouldn't be too worried about is XDC. I love XDC, man. It's amazing, but I wouldn't be too worried about is XDC gonna take from XRP. And you know, just like Quincy said, I mean, this kid is talking about the right stuff. So I don't know, people are doubting what he knows, but they're not competing at all. And XLM is its own thing, and Algorand is going to be freaking amazing too. I mean, the technology behind Algorand, all you have to do is watch a couple hours of the videos with the founder. I mean, the guy's a genius. So that's all I have for this one. I'm going to get into some other videos this week, but I just wanted to put this out real quick because that was the biggest question I've seen is, you know, what's the big difference? And the big difference is one is a dinosaur that's trying to keep up, but just wait till I show you the next videos. I went back and looked from a couple years back, and they don't specifically list Ripple, but now those same people in those videos 2 or 3 years ago, now they are listing Ripple. So when you look at what they were trying to answer years ago compared to what they're saying now, and this stuff has been in the works for the past 5-10 years. So if you're holding XRP and you're worried right now, you might have to wait a little bit longer than what you want to hear, but I'll tell you what, man, if you hold on long enough, you'll be taken care of. So that's all I got this time.